Alright guys, BQAGGIE back again to bring you one more how-to video on klutzenchart.com. This is going to be pertaining to buying and selling on CNC. We are here at the CNC main page, the board index. So if you are looking into buying or selling anything, particularly selling, you will scroll down and you can do hockey, baseball, basketball, football, MMA, other sports, whatever it is you're selling. So since we are mainly a hockey page, I'm going to go ahead and click on the hockey buy sell, and it will of course bring you to our buy sell section. Now this is mainly for our sellers out there. Right up here in the sticky threads or the announcements, it has a seller's exemption list. So if you want to go ahead and click on that, it brings you to this page that shows the current seller's exemption list. As you can see, this list was updated a few days ago. An exemption list basically states that if you have acquired enough feedback on other sites such as Hobby Insider, Sports Card Forum, Beckett boards, or even eBay, that you're able to have a seller's exemption. Right now on CNC, we require anybody that signs up on our boards to have a minimum of 20 feedback points at 100% in order to sell on our boards, or at least in order to post a for sale thread on our boards. If you do not have the necessary 20 feedback at 100%, then you are not allowed to post a for sale thread on our boards. You can post a show and tell, or you can post a for trade thread and say cards are for sale as well. But in order to post a for sale thread in the buy and sell section, you must have a minimum of 20 feedback at 100%. Hopefully that made that clear. If you have any questions, please make sure that you PM either any one of our helpful moderators on CNC, or PM any one of the admins. And of course the admins are just Jeff or Brad. So again, excuse me, if you have a seller's exemption, then you will be listed here on the seller's exemption list, and it shows everybody listed here who has a seller's exemption. All right, these are people who have a proven track record on any of the other trading card forums, such as Hobby Insider, Sports Card Forum, so on and so forth, or you have to have a certain stipulated number on eBay at 100% in order to get a seller's exemption. And here's one other thing too. If you have been granted an exemption and are not active on the site for 90 days, your exemption will be removed. We've actually had to remove a couple of seller's exemptions because they asked for an exemption and then never posted up on the boards. So yeah, so make sure you're always checking on the seller's exemption. If you are wanting to deal with somebody who is selling a card, please make sure that if they are under 20 feedback, that they are on our list. Again, you'll go to the board index, you'll go to the buy and sell of the section, and click on seller's exemption list, and it brings you to our list. And if you see their name on our seller's exemption list, you are obviously free to wheel and deal with them as you wish. But again, if you are not on the list, then you are not allowed to post a for sale thread in our buy and sell section. Obviously, after you get the 20 feedback, you're free to do whatever it is you want. This is only for people who are under 20 feedback on the site, but they're granted an exemption. Once you hit the 20, you're taking off the list, and you are basically just your average everyday member, upstanding member on the site. Okay, and then one other thing that I wanted to bring to everyone's attention regarding buying and selling. We've had a lot of people put up for sale threads in the buyers and sellers section of the boards that are not at 20 feedback, and they do not have a seller's exemption. And then whenever we as mods or admins PM the person and says, you know, hey, we're terribly sorry, we're not allowed, or you're not allowed to post up a for sale thread in the buyers and sellers section, because you're not on the exemption list and you don't have 20 feedback, they're giving us a lot of snarky comments and so on and so forth, saying, I can't believe that I can't do this with as much money as I spend on the boards, and I spend thousands of dollars and this is not good business, so on and so forth. It's not so much how much you spend. Okay, you cannot buy your status, so to speak. Whenever you spend money in the blog room and you buy into breaks and everything, that just shows us that you're able to spend money. That does not show us any way of you actually packaging up a card, sending it out on time, answering PMs when you need to, so on and so forth. That shows us nothing about your selling habits. I'm sorry to throw this out there, but we saw it once in the past before, and very, very recently, I might add, where someone by the name of Coach Chitwood was on our blog rooms. He spent thousands of dollars. He always threw out the excuse of, but I spend thousands of dollars in my blog room, or in your blog room. I cannot believe that I cannot throw up for sale threads. All of a sudden, he has 3 negative feedbacks because he cannot send out his items. So again, regardless of how much money you spend, that does not buy your status. All right, just because you spend thousands of dollars does not grant you an exemption. All right, you're not on any special list. We do appreciate the business, obviously, but that does not grant you an exemption just because you spent, $2,500 in the past month on group breaks. If you have any questions regarding that, I'm not trying to be rude, but if you have any questions regarding that, please contact one of the mods or administrators on CNC, because they would be more than happy to discuss those type of things and that status with you. So again, here's the seller's exemption list. If you're on it, good job. If you're dealing with somebody who wants to sell something, always double check the seller's exemption list. Otherwise, you are pretty much doing this on your own. So again, thank you for checking out klutzenchard.com. Always support your local card shops. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to PM myself, BQAGGIE, any one of our helpful moderators, or any one of the administrators. We are on Bash Week for our 4th year anniversary, and we've had a lot of great fun the past couple of days, so please make sure that you continue to check us out this week, and we will see you guys on the flip side. Take care.